There. Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Rasha Rivera once again from professionalbaseacademy.com, and we're here to talk about so many things about entrepreneurship and virtual assistant business, of course. Before we start, I would just like to say hi to my special guest. He's here. His name is Rob. Rob, to say hi.
Hello, guys. Hello. Hello.
All right. And later on, you'll be hearing much about him and his story, how he started as a virtual assistant and how he became an entrepreneur himself. And right now, he's operating a great business who is skilled in REVA or real estate virtual assistant. So we'll discuss that more later. For the meantime, let me share my screen and let's get started. Rob, can you please tell me if you can see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
All right, good, thank you. It's just loading. There you are. All right, welcome everyone for this webinar. Once again, my name is Rochelle Rivera. You can call me Rosh. And for the benefits of those who doesn't know me yet, and for those who are watching this webinar for the first time, I used to be in the corporate for more than 11 years. I tried a lot of businesses as well, including multi-level marketings and other traditional business. But right now, I am a full-time virtual assistant. I also train virtual assistants like me. And also, I'm an online business consultant for starting businesses, especially here in the Philippines. I started these two websites, the professionalbase.com for my virtual assistant services. Most clients are in the US and other foreign countries, and then the professional academy.com. All right. I can hear a few feedbacks now. Maybe there are a lot of guests that are getting into the house. Please mute your mics so they can't hear All right. Please mute. There, thank you so much. Whoever that is, thank you so much because I can't see you now. All right, let's proceed. And now I'm going to show you the real opportunities of what the online business is offering as a whole, and of course present a home-based dollar-earning business. This is actually good for parents, PWDs, or persons with disability who cannot commute on a daily basis, or who are not advisable to commute on a daily basis. For mothers like me who still want to be productive while they're at home taking care of their kids and family. So it's also good for students who want to learn more skills and, of course, start earning from them. In fact, students have a greater advantage because they will be starting young and learning the business at a young age. So they have so much potential. And also, I will be showing you the importance of entrepreneurship, freedom, and self-worth that this one offers, that the online business offers. I'd love to educate Filipinos about the virtual assistant industry, and this is what I do on the side, aside from the virtual assistant business that I have. So we will be hearing so many good stuff tonight together with my special guest, Rob. So just stand by until the end of the webinar. And some house rules. Those inside the Hangouts live and those that will be getting in, so please mute your mics, just like what happened earlier. We have a couple of, a small feedback there going on. If you don't mute your mic, others can hear your background noise there. And if you have questions, all of you, you may go to our Facebook group and you can type your questions in the comment section of the pinned post there, or you can just simply, message it here in the Hangouts if you're inside the Hangouts. After the webinar, I'll be reading and answering all of them, and we'll make sure that no question will remain unanswered. Right, and I have prepared something for everyone at the end of this webinar. If you think you're up to a challenge of becoming, there's a typo error there. Up to the challenge of becoming an entrepreneur, so stay tuned up until the end of this webinar. Now, our topic for today is what a VA business owner does and how to become one, of course, with the help of my special guest, Rob. Right. What services do virtual assistants offer, and what kind of services do virtual assistant business owner offers? Well, you may find the list somewhat the same as what the regular VAs or the employee VAs are offering, just like project management, accounting, administrative tasks, create and design websites, of course, take care of advertising campaigns, social media presence, and sometimes some advertising as well, technical assistance, graphics. Virtual assistants also do graphics, but they work without supervision, and I'm sure most of the VA employees are doing the same thing. Virtual assistant business owners are somewhat different from employee VAs, but not so much. They have a lot of similarities to employee VAs, and you'll be hearing more of that in the next slides. Now, in which way are they different? VA business owners build authority. When I mean authority, they make sure that they are known for their specific skills, because nobody is a jack of all trades, right? Nobody can, know everything that is there is to know with regard to the virtual assistant industry or with regard to the services that any VA can offer. But they make sure that they are known for a specific service. For example, I am known for becoming a social media VA and a blogger, so that's what I am known for. And I also do hangouts, giving this, free training stuff. So if there's somebody out there that's looking for help in with this kind of hangouts or with blogging and social media, they will come to me. Right? We also build relationships. Virtual assistant business owners build relationships with their clients and prospective clients. They do sales and marketing. Of course, they take care of existing and past clients, take care of advertising, registers their business, of course, that's very important, and they have contracts and company policies in place, standard operating procedures. They work with business ethics, which is also very important, and the very most important thing is that they have goals and mindset of a business owner. So that means that when they set a goal, they go for it. They make sure that they reach it. Next, an employee VA, most of them loves security, the security of the 15th and the 30th of the month, and I'm sure you're very familiar with that. I used to be like that. And they're afraid to come out of their comfort zone. They're scared to try new things, of course. Some doesn't believe that they can, but they do actually. Sometimes that little voice that tells us, oh no, you can do that, you can't do that. What if, what if you can't, what if there's a mistake, what if you don't know what to do? Those little voices that say what if or you can't, those are what separates us from, from doing what we really want. Sometimes some employee VAs stop dreaming or believing that dreams do come true. They are mostly preoccupied by work and no time for thought processing, maybe because of too much traffic, too much work, hobbies, and some responsibilities at home. Sometimes we are too occupied, we are so busy that we forget to think, relax, and really, process what we really want to do in life. And hey, what am I doing here? What kind of things I want doing, and how will I make it work for me? How will I earn money from the things that I love doing? Sometimes you don't have the time to think about it. And then some employees don't like to do so many things at one time. They don't like to be thinking about so many things. They just want to think about their job description, and then that's it. Wait for 15th and the 30th, and then that's it. And sometimes they don't like to learn new things. And that's what matters most. When you want to learn new things, you get to learn more, and you get to try more things. You get to discover more about yourself, and that is a lot in any business owner. All right. Next one, if you're a business owner, you have to do everything. And when I mean everything, and in fact, you have to build your own website, and if you cannot build your own website, you have to hire someone who will do that. And I will tell you later why. Right? Just like this one, this is my website, professionalvas.com, and since I blog a lot, I am showing you here is the blog section of my website with a free ebook, of course. Later I'll be explaining that. Oops, I am hearing another feedback there. Can you please mute your mic? If you just got here in the Hangouts, please mute your mic. All right, most of the employees have excuses. We all have these excuses. I don't have time, I'm too tired, I have a bad knee, I don't know what to do, I don't know everything yet, what if they will laugh at me, I don't have a good grammar, I don't have a call center background. I'm too shy. Those excuses, and I have that, all of the excuses that you can think of. In fact, during my first hangouts on air with my friend Florida, if you have been following me for quite a while, I'm sure you know her. During my first hangouts live, my knees are shaking, my hands are trembling, and I'm sweating, and I think my voice are also trembling. My voice is trembling, but I just did it. I just go ahead and start the hangouts on air live, even if she doesn't have a good camera at that time, because I don't want um, to pass that opportunity, that I have the courage to jump off and conquer my fears, because this is what I don't like doing. I don't want to be in the camera. I am not the celebrity type person that likes to be on camera, but I love to teach, and I cannot teach and I cannot train people if you can't see me, right? So that's where it all started. It all started with the I love doing this, and then everything just finds its own way for me to doing what I love. So if you have excuses right now, you better throw it in the trash can, all right, and start doing what you love. No more ifs, no more buts. Right. Oops, another feedback there. Please hit your mic. Oops, oops, oops. All right. Thank you so much. Oops, still have that noise. Can you please mute your mic, whoever that is? Oh, come on. I can still hear that feedback. I think I have to go out and mute that person myself. So sorry. I will be muting who that is, who that is. Oops. Oh, everybody's muted. I'll also mute you. And the other one, Rob. Okay. There you go. And now I have to show my sites again. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. It's not showing. There. Sorry. Just a few interruptions. We get this a lot, especially when we're live. All right. Um, Virtual assistant owners, or any online business for that matters, think of so many things, and they do a lot of things at one time. They do find leads, they find people that will be their clients or customers. They do a marketing plan, a business plan, and they analyze it. They do the business processes, and sometimes they outsource it if they have the capacity to do so. They process it, they make and proofread documents, create and manage affiliate programs, and I am one of an affiliate in other companies, in other businesses. We do email promotions, create follow-up sequences. This is in autoresponders, and if you don't know what an autoresponder is, I suggest you start Googling it right now, because if you become a business owner, you will be doing much of that. You track your personal and business finances, so you also bookkeep. And of course, you have your own lists of friends, networks, and of course, prospects. You build your online presence just like what I'm doing right now. You do blogs, videos, you create social media contents. You travel. If your clients are based in the US, you may not do this one, but if you have clients locally, then you may travel at times. You design and write mail and promotions. Get traffic to your website. This is very important, because if you don't bring people to your website, how would they know you? How would they know that you exist? Right? You get estimates from contractors, and you have contracts in place. You have policies for your company, because you're a company. Even though you're working alone, you have to have a policy and contracts in place. That's for your protection and for your clients' protection. And of course, you do contact management. All of these plus a lot more. You do all of these at the same time. Right? Initially, you are the only one who will be doing this, but as you build your business, and as your business grows, you start employing and outsourcing to people. Right? Next, so what do VA business owners are? VA business owners are their own bosses. They do the job they want. They delegate if they have a team, just like I do. I have a small team of my own. They set the deadlines for tasks, so they don't just wait for the client to say, "Hey, I'm giving you this task today, and your deadline is later." No. Why? Why do you think so? Because I'm setting the deadline for 24 to 48 hours from the time that the task is given to me. So my client should understand that. They can't just tell me that this is your task, can you give it to me later? And I won't accept it. Because they know it's part of my policy, it's part of my contract, that the turnaround time of every task is always for a minimum of 24 to 48 hours. All right? Sometimes 36, depending on how big the task or the project is. Then, VA business owners find their own clients. What I do, I'm not a very, I'm not a salesy person. Sales is not one of my strengths, but what I do is I do relationship marketing through social media, and I'm sure for some of my students, they know about relationship marketing already. So that's what I do best. Choose who they want to work with. Of course, when I resigned or when I left the corporate world, I never looked back because I never want to work with anyone that I don't like. I never want to, force myself to like somebody that I don't like. So I choose my ideal clients. I choose my people. I choose who I want to work with. That way, my environment is healthy and happy. You know what I mean? It's really hard to force yourself to like someone that you don't. Okay, and then they deal with business legalities. Again, the contracts, the taxes, the standard operating procedures, the welcome packet for your clients. You deal with everything. With the very little things that your client will be needing, you have to deal with it. But VA business owners have freedom and the flexibility of time. Of course, when I say freedom and flexibility, you have to be responsible because as a business owner, you can't just leave a deadline undone. Before you schedule a day off or a holiday, you have to make sure that all of your projects are completed and submitted to your clients. So what I mean with freedom and flexibility is being responsible with the freedom and flexibility that you have. Okay, but aside from all of those good things about being a business owner, be a business owner or any business owner for that matters doesn't have salaries and benefits. Why? Because we have to work for it. Nobody will give it to us unless we work for it. We don't have security of tenure. Of course, that is not in our dictionary. We have to make sure that our business is secured enough so that when something happens, we still have the time to get back up, stand up again and build the business from scratch and earn again. Right? No steady and budgeted income again, but we also pay our own government compliances, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig here in the Philippines. Our own taxes. We have to comply with all of that. Especially if your business is already earning, you have to register your company as a business. Now, work for their profit. Of course, if we don't work, we don't earn nothing. We don't earn a dime or a peso or a dollar. No work, no profit. Now, what if I'm a business owner and I can't do everything all at once? Now, I am going to discuss with you a certain website that supports small business owners. This is one of the things that is very good about their business is that they have co-working space. It's like you're renting a big office, but you're not paying for the whole of it because there are a lot of people that are paying for the same office space. They have internet connection. They have a table for you there set up if you will go there. They will also be helping you in monthly contributions, payments, and postings with your taxes, SSS, PhilHealth, and they also have healthcare, tax support, and if you have, a small employee, they can also help you with accounting and payroll. This is the horsepower.com. Oh, sorry, horsepower.ph. And you can go to their website later. We can, go ahead and browse their website. If you have questions, you can just type it in the comments in the professional VAs group, and we'll go ahead and answer that. One of your representatives, Dems Angeles, is here with us today to help us, with all of your questions about horsepower. I believe their space is in Makati. Let me just go ahead and ask later. This is their website for solopreneur and for startup or corporate. They have this huge space in their office that we can all share. All right. Aside from that, I just also want to tell you a little bit about what will happen on the academy, the Professional VAs Academy in 2016. I would like to introduce to you my very own friend and client. Her name is Pial Kadila. He is a business owner strategist and coach in Malaysia. And what's good about it is that PL Kadila thought that the courses that we offer in the Professional Base Academy is has a very promising career in Malaysia. So she likes to joint venture with us. So it's a very good thing. What's good about it is that PL Kadila is in connection with Team. Team is a company in Malaysia that's helping out technology entrepreneurs, or they are the Technopreneurs Association of Malaysia. That's the word team. It has been formed by a group of Malaysian technopreneurs to further the interest of technopreneurs and to assist in the development of the technology-based based industry in Malaysia. So they're helping out the people there, and they're doing the certifications. Hopefully, by 2016, some of our courses will also be certified by them. Let's just hope it happens. So you'll be learning more of that in 2016. So that's what will happen in the business. And of course, before we jump to Malaysia, let me go back to what we have here in the Philippines. I know you know about the 6-month virtual assistant coaching program that I am holding for the past few months, or for the last 2 years in my entire VA career. Now I repackaged it to the VApreneur 6 months to freedom. Still, this is a group coaching program, maximum of 8 students per class, where you, as a student, will be taught how to start a VA business from scratch. Of course, we will be working together, coaching you. I'm going to help you create your roadmap with your goals, find out your skills and passion, and from there, we're going to work together in order to build your own dream business. All right, now what is the difference of this, VApreneur to the previous VA 6-month coaching program? The VApreneur is a 21 module program. The other one was a 12 module program, and the 21 module program is divided into 3. The first part is the VApreneur for starters. This one deals with resetting your mindset from being an employee to becoming an online entrepreneur. Of course, setting up your goals, what you want in life, ideal clients. The other one, the part 2, the VApreneur Takeoff, is the process of looking for your ideal clients and how do you do it. And of course, the last part, marketing and business processes. It's setting up the business legalities and all the processes from starting your website, the contracts, standard operating procedures, business planning, everything else. And of course, you get exclusive benefits. When you enroll in this program, you'll get weekly online class sessions, guided homeworks, and business decisions, recorded classes that you can review at any time. Of course, free and complete business templates. We'll also work with your accountability partners, and actual business hands-on training. We have unlimited group support through a secret Facebook group. So if you are interested, you can go ahead and go to the website professionalbase-academy.com and click add to cart and enroll now, because this program will be priced at 14,600 by next year, 2016. But right now, it's being offered by 12,000 pesos or $282, the same as my last course. So you get to save 2,600. Right, enough of that. Let's go to the freebies that we have. This used to be my freebie before. This is my ebook, How Did a Filipino Virtual Assistant Make It to US Market? Make it to US Market. You can find it in professionalbase-academy.com/ebook. If you haven't downloaded this yet, please do, because I will be taking this one down sooner, because I plan on making this one into a real, ebook. I hope so. I can do that this year. That's one of my plans. And then, what else? There you go. I have a free strategic planning template for you for 2016. I created that myself based on what I think is very important for starting your any business. These are the things that are very essential to have, to have a planning for. You can go to the Professional VAs-academy.com/courses. Go to the VApreneur course. Go to at the bottom of the page. You will find the link there. But it will be only available for the next 48 hours as I will be taking it down. Also, I would like to announce that Susan Mershon from the techiementor.com has a free webinar later at 2 a.m. If you're interested, it's a free WordPress webinar, so anybody can join. I will be posting the link to the registration page in the Professional VAs group later. And if you want to go now, you can go to offerwpservices.com/webinar and register from there. Right. So, questions. Let me go ahead and check on the questions in our Facebook group. Let me see. Because if we don't have, oops, sorry. Let's go to, oops, the professional base group if we have some questions there, because if we don't have some questions there, that means we are going directly to Rob's. There. All right. We don't have questions, I guess. Thank you. Let's go there. By the way, before I give you out to Rob, I would just like to invite you everyone to like the Provas and Friends Foundation. It's a small giveaway project that we started last year, and we are continuing that this year, so I hope you can be part of it. You just watch out for more of our posts regarding that for, some of, if you want to, at least share some of your earnings this holiday season, then you can go ahead and go there. Next, now, I will be introducing our special guest, Rob Guanzon from Extreme Virtual Pros. Rob is a highly skilled telemarketing and real estate project manager, or REVA, whose expertise were honed by high-profile captains of the industry in the real estate, learning the different forms of art in selling. And as I've told you earlier, selling is not my forte, so if this is Rob's forte, Rob can teach you so many things that I can't, so please listen to him. And while learning the trade, Rob invested money and time buying and reading books written by successful real estate moguls such as Zig Ziglar, one of my favorites, Barbara Corcoran, and got inspiration for watching a couple of YouTube videos, triggering his interest to one day becoming a wingman for high-profile real estate investors and agents. Now, our guest speaker, Rob Guanzon, has been rocking the real estate scene and having to work with respected names in the industry, and is now a virtual assistant company owner. And through the years, he was able to absorb the facts, discard the theories, and added what is essentially his own style in closing successful deals with clients that he worked with. This year, Rob has decided to share the secrets on how to become an effective telemarketer and real estate virtual assistant. And the good news is you'll be seeing and hearing more about Rob in the coming webinars that we have, because we are going to develop a course together that will help virtual assistants develop their own company and hone their skills into becoming a real estate virtual assistant. All right, so I will be unsharing my screen now and show you the handsome guy right there. Hi, Rob.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
All right, so Rob, I know that you will be telling a lot of stories today, and I'm not going to take much of your time. Go ahead and start with the presentation.
Okay, so everyone, hi, how are you doing? My name is Rob Guanzon from Quezon City. So I'm currently a company owner, or the company owner of Extreme Virtual Pros, formerly Extreme Virtual Assistants. Now, the reason for changing the name is before we were just starting out, and to tell you honestly, we were not that great. You know, we were failing left and right. But, you know, I was just able to possibly, you know, sell the idea to the clients that, hey, if you invest more to our company and to our team, then we would be a pivotal part of your business. Then, you know, I stumbled upon a couple of clients that really believed in what we're doing, believed in me, my team, and fortunately for us, we were able to bring the business to the next level. And so I would like to share this slide that I created. All right. I'm not really sure if it's already showing.
It is, Scott. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is where I started. Okay, my career started in the BPO industry. back in 2000 and 2000 and I think 2003, 2004, or 2002. I'm not really sure, but I started in NCO as a sales representative selling telephone services. Okay, it wasn't a pleasant experience because it's an outbound account. Now we all know, for those people who are who's been in the BPO industry, outbound accounts, you will get cussed on a daily basis, right? You're going to be asking for the
Yes.
credit card information. Then these people will say "F you," those kind of stuff. But I took that as a challenge. I took that as a challenge and made myself better. My goal at that time was to be at least 1% better than what I was or who I was yesterday. That's the main goal, guys. Be 1% better on a daily basis, because after 100 days, you will be 100% better than who you are today. Okay? So, I started in the BPO industry back in 2003, 2004, and then I went back to college. That's something I didn't write up there, because I was tired of being cussed on and so on and so forth. Well, I said to myself, I'm not cut for this. So I took I became an information technologist, an IT course. I took that, graduated from it, and then I went back to the call center. Surprisingly, I was supposed to be in IT after graduation, but look, I went back to the BPO industry. But I told myself one thing: I'm gonna be doing the hard labor for the meantime, roll up my sleeves, and then do the sales again. But I said to myself, I have to be someone in this company. I have to make a name for myself in this company, so that one day I'm going to be leading. That became my short-term goal. So then, after doing 9 sales out of 11 calls, hitting more than the required average worth of sales, my operations manager endorsed me to be promoted as a training specialist. Okay, so thank God, because that changed my life forever. Okay, so as you look at the slides, it's not me. Okay, it's one of my trainees that I took photos of, or a photo of, while sleeping. Okay, I make sure that the environment is fun, lively, and so instead of me shouting at this person, I just said to myself, I'm gonna take a photo of you and gonna post it on the board, the whole time, so that the next day you're not gonna be sleeping. So anyway, everything started here. Okay, I've been assigned to several sites of VXI Munoz and then Makati, and then but guess what? I don't know if this was a good thing or a bad thing, but stable job for sure. But I quit and gambled. The reason why? Like what Raj told you guys earlier, there will be some people that will like you and will hate you. All right. The saddest part is you would have to deal with it, whether you like it or not, because it's a company and it's not you who's paying that person, and you're not paying your own salary. Therefore, you need to do what they need you to do. Okay, they own your ass, in short. Okay, so for a few months, I've experienced insecurity and discomfort not having a consistent job to rely on, and this is so true. There was a time after quitting the job, I got my back pay, about $40,000. After that $40,000 got spent, there was a time that we got 2 months worth of unpaid bill for Morocco. Okay, we were supposed to be out of electricity, and I'm not ashamed of this experience because it made me a better person. It made me a better person. Back then I was just childish and this and that. That was like 4 years ago, and I just prayed to God. I was driving, and then I was crying. I prayed to God and said, Lord, just give me one shot, just one shot. I'm not gonna let go of it. And fortunately for me, my fiance is doing home-based work. Okay, so I said to myself, okay, let me try this. I tried it, and then unsuccessful interviews, because these people are looking for like women, and they're not really particularly trusting male virtual assistants. excuse me, just because of the fact that, you know, we guys tend to like play around, fool around, sleep, and sometimes not really do the job. But you know, there was this one real estate guru. Okay, I've been to other accounts prior to the real estate guru, but there was this real estate guru that believed in what I can do. His name is Mr. Kenneth Gills. If you check the website, www.realsuccessunlimited/VA, okay, you will see the team is on the website. Unfortunately, that guy, that good friend of mine in the United States, you know, he passed away August 2000 of this year, August 2015. So, you know, it's really it really saddened me and the team. But you know, life is in life we have to press on, right? So, we continue to work, we continue the legacy, and now we're still booming. You know, we boomed ever the before. So, you know, moving forward, I'm sorry about that. So that particular life constraint, okay, and starting my own business, it didn't stop me from pushing myself and learning the tricks of the VA trade. So I studied. You know, I've watched YouTube videos. You know, joined other VA community groups and asked around. Okay, so being the padre de familia, I didn't have the luxury of saying to myself, "Oh, I'm tired," you know. So this is the team back then. You know, started my VA company with just 3 people. Um, you know how much capital I had at that time? I just sold my Xbox. I sold my Xbox for 10 grand. Okay, that 10 grand went to a website. Okay,
You must be so sad.
I was sad, but hey, you know, I had to make a very important decision. I mean, I have to, you know, I have to depart myself from being a teenage, you know, teenage mind life to a business person, because being the padre de familia, just like I mentioned earlier, I had to make a choice, right? I had to be this person who should be responsible in being able to provide for the family. Not just for my, you know, not just for my personal family, but for my extended family. You know, I've got parents to feed. I've got you know, I've got a sister, and you know, so on and so forth. So, you know, that decision changed my life. Okay, because after putting the website up in just 48 hours, I got 2 other responses. Okay, 2 other responses from potential clients, and then, you know, it grew from there, to tell you honestly. So now, this is my team now, okay? I have, how many are they? I've got 7, okay? I've got 7 people working under my belt. We've got about 60 hours, 60 hours worth of subscription on a daily basis. And, you know, we keep growing. So two skills that I've mastered, okay, over the course of 3 years. So 2 skills that I've mastered: sales and telemarketing. Now I'm giving an alternative to VAs like yourself, because to tell you honestly, not everyone will be qualified to do the administrative part of the VA business. Okay, there's social media marketing, there's admin, there's you just copy and paste, but that's not going to give you a lot of revenue, to tell you honestly. It depends on a case-to-case basis, of course, based on your experience, based on how you sell yourself, you sell the idea to the clients. But hey, you know, one thing's for sure: if you want to earn about 8 to, let's say, 12 quick, you know, dollars per hour, sales and telemarketing and real estate. Okay, so just the first 2 accounts that helped my company to be where it is right now, we've acquired over 15,000, okay, in paid commissions. Okay, that's about 700+ pesos. Okay, in a MacBook Pro. So my client sent me a MacBook Pro because we made a lot of money for these guys, and you know, I became known for being a closer, and it raised the demand for our services further. Okay, so real estate, being a real estate VA, it is a job, okay, that doesn't require too much of a calling. Okay, so I understand you're probably scared of taking, you know, sales accounts, customer service accounts, because it's going to wear out your throat. Okay? But in all honesty, real estate, being a real estate VA, you need to have 50% of this, 20% of this, and probably strategy, the whole, the rest of it. Okay? Why? Because it doesn't mean that you're making calls, you're going to close some deals. It's not true. Okay? Probably, a mix of administrative, meaning to say, let's say, email blasting, a little bit of calls, and then social media marketing. It's a mix, so it's basically an office online job, so to speak. Okay, so telemarketing and sales, guys, there are tough accounts out there. I've been to one. I've sold solar panels, etc., for a U.S. company. Their company name is Synistics. You may want to look them up to Upwork. If you need a quick job. But I'm telling you, it's tough. It's a tough nugget to crack. But it's never hard if you are going to be selling not the product, but you're going to be focusing on selling the idea and yourself. All right. So guys, if you come to realize, all our life, okay, we've been selling. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if, let's say, for example, in high school, when we come home late, we sell the idea to our parents, right? That, hey, we did a project, right? You need to be as believable as possible because, or else you're going to be grounded. Correct? So, all our life, we are all born salesmen. Not just it's not a product that we sell. It's the idea in ourselves. Okay? So I would like to share as many as possible, with regards to the 2 masteries that I have under my belt. But we're running out of time, so we will be discussing that in the courses that Raj and I will be formulating in the future. So okay, any questions, Raj? I'm gonna be giving you the floor now. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you so much. I have a question here. What advice can Mr. Rob give to someone who is a total newbie, who has no BPO experience, no experience in sales and marketing? And how can he or she become a VA? Tough one.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. Well, thank you very much for that question. If you don't have BPO experience, that's totally cool. All right. Remember, Raj, myself, and other tigers and sharks out there started with nothing. Nothing, no experience under our belt. I would say, if it is your interest, then you would have to, mirror other people's success to yours. Okay? So let's say, for example, Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, spelled as Grant, and then last name is Cardone, Cardone. Okay? Grant Cardone. He is a master at sales. Okay? I tried watching YouTube videos of Grant Cardone since the past couple of years, and I try to mimic how he says things, how he sells the idea, how he rebuts. The energy level that needs to be on a certain rebuttal is very crucial to your piece. Okay, so if you don't have any experience, just believe in yourself. Okay, first thing you have to have is the confidence. Second, you have to have is the skill. So the skill part is something that you would need to hone on your own. Okay, so make sure that even if you're driving, even if you're just combing your hair in front of the mirror, or probably just taking a bath, make sure you dialogue with yourself. Just to tell you honestly, before I didn't know what I can do. Okay, because I didn't know what skills I have. So what I did was I made a couple of dates with myself. Going to Starbucks, getting to know myself better. Because this is probably one of the best things that I would be able to share with you tonight. Okay? Guys, there is no limit to what you can do if you know who you are. All right? To tell you honestly, right now, at this very day, I have 3 businesses that started from the VA to the vaping industry that we manufacture, and we also have a catering business. Okay? I'm not filthy rich, but I'm in the process of transitioning from that small business owner type of business guy or businessman to multiple business owners, because I always believe in quadrants, okay, triangles. You have a business that gives you a daily turnover, second business that gives you 2 week. There's no such word as bi-weekly, by the way.
Yes.
2 week, yeah, 2 week,
Bi-monthly.
yeah, bi-monthly, or every 2 weeks you earn something, or monthly. That is the second business, and the third business is probably you earn something very, very large amount of money every quarter, semi-annually, or annually. Okay, so you just be imaginative and creative as to what you can do or what you can place in those 3 points that that makes a quadrant as a business. So that's my advice. Just be creative. And you have to make sure that you're doing the business for the right reasons. Because if you're going to be, I know some people, I've got friends who has their own VA company through Upwork, okay? But these guys are not doing it for the best of reasons, okay? So they lose clients every month. They couldn't retain a client. My clients, the clients that I have in Extreme Virtual Pros, they've been with me since the day I started. Okay, since the day I started. So these guys have been with me for 2 years, 3 years. I retain clients because that is where the money is going to be. You can sleep well at night, right? Thinking that, oh, tomorrow I still have a client. Next week the bill is coming up. Oh, don't worry, I have a client who's going to be paying it that week, right? So if you become consistent, if you like what you do, you wouldn't feel pressured. You wouldn't feel, oh, I need sleep. I sleep 2 to 3 hours per day. That is the truth. Okay, I've been sleeping 2 to 3 hours per day for the past 3 years. But hey, I love what I do. I enjoy what I do. Even if I don't like what I do, I find the best of things that I can help myself to enjoy what I do. So that's my advice.
Yes.
Sorry, I talk too much.
It's okay, because everything that you're saying makes sense.
Mhm.
Also, to add to Mon's question, if you don't have a call center experience, it's okay. If you don't have, what's that, a virtual assistant experience, that's okay. But what you can do is you can start looking for free training videos. There's a lot out there. In fact, if you will just go to the Professional VAs group, there's a couple of VA training videos that I give out for free. So watch them. Don't watch them every day. Watch one video and master it. Make sure that when you watch one video, you internalize it and you learn what's really inside it. And after that, after you've internalized and learned one video, you watch another one. It may take you months, because it didn't take me one day to learn the virtual assistant business. It took me months and even a year in order to learn it, and up until now I'm still learning. So you can't learn everything overnight. Be patient. Watch as many videos as you can. Read blogs. Go to Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and go to any groups that you can imagine that will teach you anything about the online business industry and about the virtual assistant industry. When you're into a certain group, you look at how people ask questions. You look at how people answers. You check out their answers. Check out at how they think about something. Check out their mindset. Check out their strategies. Learn from them. You will learn from them. I am sure of that. In a single post, you can see a lot of responses, a lot of comments. You can learn from those comments. All right. If you don't know anything, you ask it. You can post a question. Just make sure that when you post a question, it's not something that's what do you call it, Googleable, or it's not something that you can find in Google. When you ask something, make sure that you're asking something that needs another person's point of view, not just you can just type in and go ahead and get the answer from there. All right. What else? Videos, YouTube, free webinars, all of the websites that you can find out there. Find a coach, find someone that you can follow, and then learn from him or her. Don't follow 10 coaches or 10 mentors at the same time. Oops. doing. Don't follow 10 coaches at the same time. Just follow one or two and learn from them. Because if you follow 10, their ideas, all of those ideas of those 10 coaches will just get rambled in your head. Just follow one or two at a time, okay, and then learn from them, right? And then if you still can't, or if you're still not satisfied with that, go apply for any job that you can do in agency sites. When I say agency sites, those are just the online jobs.ph, Upwork, or any other sites that offers VA jobs. Use it in order to hone your skill and make yourself better. Make yourself better. And if you think you're ready to start your own virtual assistant business, then you can go ahead and start building one. I have a couple of free VA training videos in the professional VAs group. You don't have to pay now. You don't have to enroll now if you're not ready. I don't recommend that because you can get a lot of ideas for free as long as you're resourceful enough to find them. Okay? Right. Let me just go ahead and check for more questions. I don't think we have a lot of questions, but hey, we have a lot of viewers today. I can see 22, 23 viewers in YouTube, and right now I think all of them are inside here because some of them, Rob, are seeing the videos. I mean, the slides are blurry from the video in YouTube. I don't know why, but we will be posting the replay link, so you will be, seeing the replay links, everyone. And no more questions. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure?
Wait, let me see. Somebody's typing here.
I mean, let's take this opportunity. This is a one-of-a-kind opportunity. Just to while you guys are typing that, I would like to share that my company is currently earning 200,000 pesos a monthly. 200,000.
Don't share your address.
Yep. No, the reason why I'm sharing this is because I want you guys. There's a big difference between want and need. If I will follow what I want, then I would probably become an employee who can go to beaches every payday. Person who can probably roam around the city or probably the provinces. Okay. But I want you to think about your families when you start to decide, or before you even start to decide putting up your own VA company. Okay, or at least become a VA yourself. As a VA, the maximum amount of money that I was able to gather for a full 8 hours per day was 60,000 pesos. Okay, 60,000 pesos. Whereas when I was a training specialist, I was only getting 25,000 pesos less taxes. Okay, so the difference was, even though I'm overclocked as a business owner, all the money is going to my pocket, to my bank account. Okay, when I was a training specialist, I was getting SHIT from a lot of people. They were telling, Rob, do this, Rob, do this, go to that site, go to the other site. Sometimes I report to 2 sites per day, and it wasn't pleasant. I pay for my own gas money out of the 25,000 that I was getting paid for, and this and that. And when I was a business owner, I didn't have gas. I didn't have to deal with traffic. I didn't have to put up my own money for gasoline and all that. So guys, try to determine what you really want versus what you really need. Okay, so ready for questions?
Yes, I have a couple here. What is the ideal 3 days trial to offer in clients? Oh, do you do trials? I don't do that. Rob?
I don't do trials. Why? Just because of the fact that if these clients, in my experience, okay, even when I was starting out, I didn't do trials. Why? You are devaluing yourself. Okay?
Yes.
When you devalue yourself, you at the back of your head, you're telling yourself you're not worth it. You're not worth $8, $12, $15, or sometimes $25. You're not worth anything. So, I would suggest. Thank you very much for that question, by the way. But I would suggest that if they would like to do a trial, you have to do a paid trial minimum of 1 week. Okay, 1 week. Because if it's only 3 days or 2 days, you are not devaluing yourself because it's paid, right? But your question to yourself should be, what's the best and highest use of my time? Okay. Not only that, you don't want to be blamed for a failed campaign. Okay. You don't want that client spreading the word to the people they know that, oh, don't use that company or don't use that person. Okay. I've hired them for, like, even if they only hired you for 3 days, they would tell their colleagues that I've hired that guy for 1 full month, and didn't produce results. So I would suggest that if you want to do a trial, do a paid trial for 1 week.
Right. Great answer. Well, that is in the point of view of a real estate VA, because Rob is answering the question from his own point of view, because his experience is into real estate virtual assistant and doing calls or appointment setting. But my experience as a virtual assistant, I don't do free trial, but I do ask 5 hour time for any services that they can, give out. For example, they will pay in advance 5 hours worth of my time to do, let's say, social media marketing, or to do social media scheduling, or to write blog posts, or any task that they can think of. Perhaps do some autoresponder emails in MailChimp, or do some lead pages, sales page for that matter. So those are the tasks that I normally do. And yes, the free trial or the trial should be paid. It's not supposed to be free, because your time is valuable. And the moment that you start devaluing yourself, they will also feel that, and they will also devalue you. That's why virtual assistants right now are getting paid $2 or $3 an hour, because we started believing that we're worth that much, and because we don't know the value of virtual assistant back in their country. And if they're paying, virtual assistants 10 times more than what they're paying us, why can't they pay us for the same skills, for the same amount of time? Why can't they do that? Because you allowed yourself to receive that kind of pay. So it's just about how you look into yourself, and how you look into the amount of your time. How much is your time worth? Something like that. Okay. One more question. Where do we start? How to become a VA business owner, and where do we start? You might want to answer that one too, Rob.
Oh, okay. So at least you have to have 3 skills under your belt, okay? Sorry, I'm multitasking, but I would like to answer that. Thank you very much for that question. I think you have to have at least 3 skills under your belt. Number 1, which is what most entrepreneurs, U.S. entrepreneurs need, you have to be able to speak clearly and man the phones, okay? Number 2, if not on the phones, you have to have the ability to do marketing through writing, okay? Number 3, you have to have the skill, or you have to have the mental capacity and physical capacity to be able to copy and paste as quick as you can, all right? Those 3 skills, if combined together, you become a powerful unit, and you can hire 2 to 3 people to teach what you know. Okay, but I want to give you an advice to that, but I don't think this is a perfect time. But if you'll ask me, that's how I started. I mastered 3 skills that are fit for virtual work, and then I hired 2 or 3 people to help me do the job. So basically, I'm doing the interview, and I'm selling the idea to the clients that, hey, I've got 3 people who's working with me, my employees, and I'm the project manager. That's probably how that's how I did it, and probably it's going to work for you as well.
All right. And also, how do you start by becoming a virtual assistant? Um, there are 2 ways of becoming a virtual assistant. First, you can become a virtual assistant employee, and it's very easy to start, being like that. You can just simply go to Upwork or Freelance or Online Jobs page, post your resume, and wait for the client to contact you, or look for job vacancies, and you can readily apply from there. But for the virtual assistant business owner, there's a lot of things that you need to do. All those things are in the virtual assistant training program that I created, and it's for free. It's modules 1 to 5 because this question cannot just be answered in a in a 2 or 3 minute speech, just like what we're doing right now. Um, you have to build authority for yourself. You have to have at least a Facebook page. You have to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is doing okay. Make sure that you have a good photo taken. Make sure that you have good authority. In the online industry, you have relationships with your prospects, with your prospective clients. You can contact them, just like what Rob said. At least you need to learn how to deal with clients, talk to them either by phone or either by email. But what I do is when I contact clients, first I contact them by email. I offer them my services, what I can do, what my rates are, and I ask them to schedule a discovery call. I don't call it an interview. A discovery call is where the clients and I talk and discover about how we can help each other, how I can help the client, of course, in the first place. And I do most of the interviewing. I do most of the asking the question type, because the client is the one who needs to tell me more about him and how I can help him, something like that. So you have to be proactive. You don't have to be shy. Most Filipinos are very shy in nature. They always say ma'am, sir, opo, stuff like that. So we have to completely eradicate that in our system. We have to be proactive, and we have to tell them. We have to project that we know what we're doing, we know what we're saying, and we have to act like a business owner. And that's when they begin to trust us, and that's when our authority gets to build by becoming the person that we are, by believing the person that we are, by believing in what we can do. Okay, more. Thanks, Rob and Rosh, for answering my questions. Do you have a training or module to improve our FB or LinkedIn profile? Currently, I'm teaching a social media class, the basics of social media. If you want to learn more about that, you can PM me directly, and I'll tell you more. Again, I have done some appointment setting before and did not work out well for me. So now I make it clear to my clients that I don't do sales calls. Wow, very good, Ems. From Emma Rinell. I used to do sales calls myself. I used to be an appointment setter for a real estate agent, just like Rob. But unlike Rob is a sales expert, and I'm not. And I don't like the feeling of being rejected, and especially I don't like the feeling of getting cussed at. So I stopped taking calls, and I don't take calls. I also have another question here. Recommended po ba ninyo ang freelance.com? May bayad daw po kasi doon bago ka magsimula ng online jobs. Kahit wala ka pang kinikita. Tsaka hindi masyadong protected ang freelancer. What do you know about freelancer.com, Rob? I don't know much about it.
No, never. First of all, anything na magbabayad kayo, never. Parang kailangan yung mag-start ng business with very minimal capital, and that's not a capital. That is a fee that you pay for a company. Okay? There's no guarantees na mapoprotect yung inyong interest. I would suggest that you stick with Upwork. Okay? Yun lang siguro. No, Roch?
Yes. In fact, in all of my training programs, I don't even recommend those unless you really need money right now, and you want to start with something that has a stable income for the next 2 or 3 months, because becoming a VA business owner can't give you an income right away. In fact, it can't even give you an income in the next 6 months of the training program. Okay, it can't, because you have to build authority, and you can't build an authority in the next 6 months of you learning the VA system, the system in building the VA business. You can't do that. It's really very hard. But if you really need the money right now to pay for the rent, for the internet connection, I would suggest you do that. And make sure that you don't get too much hours, don't get 12 hours readily. I would suggest get 4 or 6 hours, just so you still have more time to build your business on the side. Because if you lose that time for yourself, how are you going to build your business? What will happen to you is that you're back in the rat race. You're back in in the ball game, wherein you're so busy doing things that you don't like, to please the boss that you don't even like. So
Mm.
that's what will happen again. Right? Ano advice mabibigay ni Sir Rob sa pag-apply sa Upwork? See? Apply again, Rob.
Apply. So apply. You have to have a good cover letter. You know, because without you being able to speak and sell yourself on the phone, what the best you can do is prepare a cover letter that would definitely trigger any employer's interest. Okay. I think that's it. Ganun ko lang ginawa yan. Let's say, for example, uh, think of catchy phrases. You know what I did in my Upwork account? If you check my Upwork, I'm not really sure if it is on public, but what I did was, my name is Rob from the Philippines. I'm looking for a work dojo. Being a martial artist, I think work the word dojo combining with the corporate stuff, that says a lot of things. Being a martial artist, you have to be disciplined, you have to train yourself harder, and linking the word dojo to the word work, clients are perceiving me as a person who is very disciplined at work. So just think of catchy phrases, but don't oversell yourself too much. Make sure that you can back up what you say.
That's right.
Mm.
Another question here. How do you manage your team's performance? Great question. Thanks, M. And what's that? Where's that? Oh, no. It's from Angela. How do you manage your team's performance? Can you share one challenging time with one of your team?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. Okay. Well, first of all, who asked that question? Angie?
It's Angela, yes.
Angela, thank you for that question. Okay. Um, as a business owner, you have to be able to do task management, people management, time management, self management, as well as money management. Okay. Um, I would say the hardest part of being a VA company owner is managing their attendance. All right, because tasks can always be discussed, but managing the attendance, as far as, let's say, people coming in late, people, not reporting for work on that day. In all honesty, I would just like to share this success. In the first year, people were absent for 3 straight days, 2 straight days. You know, nag-explode ako sometimes. Sometimes nagagalit ako, but I saw that as a non-effective way of being able to manage people. Okay, in the corporate world, you can never be the devilish type of boss. You can never be. But what you can do is make them follow based on or on how willing they are. So how can be anyone as willing as possible? Money, right? If you put, let's say, perfect attendance bonus at the top of their salaries, performance bonus every cutoff, these people will work so hard even without you telling them to do so. Okay, so probably that's how I put. That's how I did it with my company, and that's how my team is always performing at 110% best.
That's a great answer,
Mm.
Rob.
Mm.
Now, for my own point of view, because Rob is talking about from his own point of view, wherein he has a team that's doing calls, which is the attendance is very important. But for my team, I don't what's that track the performance by tracking the hours, because they get my team gets paid by the hours of their work, and then I don't track. Are you here today? Will you be there tomorrow? No, I don't do that. What I do is I give them a task. This is your project. Finish it until tomorrow or until the next day. And then when they send it back to me and it's done, we don't have it. Then we're not talking about what time did she start working, how many hours did she work. So that's not how I work, because I make sure that most of my team are mothers. So mothers do the dishes, they do the laundry, they take care of their kids, send them to school, do homeworks. So they do a lot of things. And since I am a mother, I know how they feel. I know what it is like at home. You have to go to your computer, do your work, and then when your child says, "Mama, Mama, I need to feed," or "I'm hungry," or "Can you do this for me?" So you have to leave your work and attend to your child. So that's a different thing. So that's the good thing about becoming a business owner. You manage your time and you do what works best for you. With Rob, it works for him, but with me and for my fellow team, especially for the mothers that I have in the team, it works for all of us. So it's all up to you to decide on which type of business do you want to start with, which type of services do you want to offer, depending on your passion, depending on what you like doing,
Mm.
depending on the kind of lifestyle that you want. Right. Again,
Right.
Rob, do you pay your team per hour basis or a monthly salary? Are they independent contractor or an employee? Oh, I don't want to put Rob in a hot seat right now.
Oh, it's
You can
okay.
choose to
It's okay.
answer or not.
Absolutely,
You
absolutely.
can, yes.
Yeah. I would like to answer that. I would like to answer every questions that you guys throw at me because I would like to share the success. Okay. Just like Raj has been doing. Guys, I've been following Raj before I reached out to her. I've been, I believe in what she's doing. Making you guys educated about this part of the business because this is really what will make our country a better country. Okay, that's what I believe in, and salute to you, Raj.
Thank you.
Okay, so in fact, you encouraged me to share my secrets. So thank you, guys. Thank Raj. Okay. Um, as far as that piece, they're not individual contractors. Okay, they're not working at home. They come to my office that I have established, and that is where they go to work to. I'll report to work to. Now, as far as the hours are concerned, they're not paid by the hour. They're paid by the day. If let's say for example, now I'm very lenient because my team nakilala nila kung paano ako magtrabaho. I mean, this is one thing I told them. Okay, guys, our shift is at 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Okay, 8:59. Pagpatak ng 8:59, I'm still your friend. We can crack jokes and all that. But from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., I'm Mr. Rob Johnson. Okay? When I say Mr. Rob Johnson, that's my phone name. So it means we're seriously just pure business. So if they, let's say for example, life happened and it's so traffic, especially sa EDSA, I let them finish their work basta maka 8 hours sila, that's fine. Okay?
Oh,
Ganun,
flexible.
Piniflexi ko sila pero not to the point na abusive na 9 o'clock yung call time natin, 12 a.m. kayo papasok. No, that's not acceptable to me. But, they're paid by the day kung yung makumpleto nila yung 8 hours. So,
Very lenient boss. Thank you
mm,
so much, Rob. Again, saan magandang mag-call center training yung interactive type? Sir Rob, the question was intended for you, but let me answer that first.
yeah.
I want to answer that as well. In 2016, we're trying to develop a lot of courses for the virtual assistants to become better virtual assistants, not just as a VA employee, but as VA entrepreneurs as well. So it's part of the lessons or the modules that we are developing right now. If you know Franz Joseph Valdivia, he's also into call center industry, and he has this background in American accent and American culture. So we will be incorporating that in our courses. So watch out for that. But if you are looking for a call center training right now, I'm sure Tesla has, and Rob has something to say about it. You're
I'm
muted.
sorry.
Wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
sorry.
wait.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, in fact, in fact, I do have something to say about that because apart from all that Raj told you guys, remember we are formulating a course for you guys. This will involve call listening and live calls, role plays, accent training. How to pronounce good words that are difficult to pronounce because in sales, guys, not just in sales accounts, but especially if you're trying to sell your services as a business owner, you have to be able to pronounce some of the words that really strike to each individuals that are listening to you. That those could be a deal breaker for them for some. because most of the clients are looking for high-performing VAs and all that. So it's really important. So I was muting myself because I was looking for one of the calls that I wanted to include in the courses. This is how the way I sell the houses, or the way I sell the services to potential clients, or this and that. So those will be included in the course that Raj and I are formulating, that we are going to be launching in 2016.
Yay! Thank you. And I would just like to read from Eden Brigada. I would like to thank Rob for sharing your experience. Wow, it is very inspiring and it's moved me. I also have this goal to build a VA company here in the Philippines. I've been a VA for almost a year now, and now I'm taking it to the next level. Yay! Good job, congrats. Can we see an overview of the course? Oh, not yet. The
Not yet.
course is still in the process. I haven't even met Rob in person, so we still have to schedule a coffee for the both of us.
Right, right.
And let me see if there's more questions here. I don't think there is any here. Yes, the video is recorded. I will be sending it to you after a few minutes after the webinar is finished, and I'll also be sending it in the email for those who subscribed. Any more questions, guys? Kagaya ng ino-offer dati ni Kaki Beer. What is that? Kakibrr? Kaki Beer? Are you familiar with that, Rob?
No, no.
What is that? I'm sorry, Ramon. I don't know what that is. No more questions. Let me see. I don't think there are more questions anymore, Rob. So I think we can say goodbye to everyone for now. And watch out for more trainings that we will be having in 2016. I will be having Rob more often in the webinars and in the courses that we are developing together. Also, by the way, let me announce that the project that I'm doing with my Malaysian partner, the training there, aside from the certification program that we are developing, we are also eyeing at a certain company that is similar to Upwork, wherein all the graduates can go directly there and apply and have get their feet wet in the VA tasks that they want to offer while getting paid. So it's not a free trial, it's a paid trial. So you help me pray, guys, that we will get that deal. So it will help more Filipinos, get more VA jobs and get started in their VA industry, VA business, dream business for the VA industry. All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Miss Rochelle. I need to leave now. I will wait for the replay. All right. You're welcome, everyone. And I would like to say thank you to Rob for gracing this webinar. And for those who attended, thank you very much, everyone. And I hope that you have learned one or two from the both of us. And I hope that you will be, watching for the next schedule of webinars soon in 2016. I want to say bye-bye now, Rob.
Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you very much for tuning in.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.